Hello students, this is grade 10 PS class, chapter 11, the human eye and the colorful world. In last video class, we have seen the rainbow formation and atmospheric refraction. And after that, we have seen the examples of some examples for atmospheric refraction. Am I right? Yes. So in this session, we will start the next topic. What is that? Next topic. So in order to start the next topic, we must recall what are the things we have seen in previous video class, isn't it? Yes. First one, what is that? Rainbow formation. How does the rainbow is formed? So already we know the white color is a mixture of 7 colors, 7 constant colors. Am I right? Yes. So sunlight color also white color. Sunlight color also white color. The sunlight is a mixture of 7 constant colors, the Vizier colors. Already we know very well. Am I right? Yes. So when a beam of white light passes through the water droplet which is present in atmosphere during rainy season, the water droplet splits the white light into 7 constituent spectrum. Constituent spectrum. Am I right? Yes. So this constituent 7 constituent spectrum which forms a beautiful rainbow. Beautiful rainbow. Isn't it? Yes. So actually the rainbow formation is a 3 steps process. First process, what is that? Refraction. And second one, what is internal reflection, and third one again refraction takes place. So this rainbow formation is a 3 steps process. Is that clear? Yes, very simple, don't confusion. So the white light is the water droplet is act as a small prism. Small prism. So when a group of water droplets mix together and each water droplet act as a glass prism, which makes a beautiful rainbow, the arch of visible spectrum in the sky. That is called rainbow formation. Is it clear? Yes. So to form a rainbow, actually the sun direction, sun position should be opposite to the rainbow formation. Isn't it? Yes. Then what is that? So this is how the rainbow also formed. Then at the top of the rainbow there will be a red color spectrum, and bottom there will be violet color. Okay, violet color spectrum, because the red light has the maximum speed and violet has minimum speed. Isn't it? Yes. So in the rainbow, 2 colors are predominant. Predominant. This means the 2 colors intensity will be much more compared to the remaining colors. What are those? First one red color and second one blue color. Okay, why? Why? Because that question reason I'll discuss later. Okay. Yes. So this is how rainbow also formed. Then after that, what we have seen, the atmospheric refraction. Atmospheric refraction. See, Earth atmosphere is made up of different gases having different densities. So a few air layers. Some air layers act as a optically rare medium, and few air layers act as a optically denser medium. Am I right? Yes. So when the light is coming from space, okay, light is coming from space and enters into the Earth atmosphere, there will be refraction. Am I right? Refraction takes place. Due to refraction, some optical phenomena happens. Some optical phenomena happens, isn't it? So that is called atmospheric refraction. Atmospheric refraction. So when the refraction happens in Earth atmosphere, due to different air layers having different density, is called atmospheric refraction. Is it clear? Yes. Then after that, we have seen a few examples for the atmospheric refraction. So due to atmospheric refraction, some optical phenomena happens in nature. Okay, first one we have seen the twinkling of stars. Am I right? What is that? Twinkling of stars. So actually stars never twinkle. The stars appears to twinkle when we see the star light from the Earth's surface. From the Earth's surface. So stars are actually never twinkle. They appear to twinkle due to refraction, due to atmospheric refraction. So because the stars are located millions kilometers away from the Earth's surface. So that is act as a point source. What is that? Point source. So actually, so what is that between the Earth's atmosphere and the star? That is vacuum. Okay, there is vacuum. Okay, atmosphere present actually that is for only minimum kilometers from the Earth's surface. Okay, apart from that, there will be nothing. Okay, only space is there, vacuum is there. So when the starlight enters from vacuum into Earth atmosphere, there will be refraction. So due to refraction, on this point, due to refraction, the starlight appears to be twinkling. Starlight appears to be twinkling. So whenever the starlight gets refracted much more, we can see the brighter light. Okay, which means a much more intensity of the starlight. So whenever the starlight refracts less amount, on this point, less amount, the starlight becomes dull. So the brighter and dull, which is makes stars appears to twinkling, but stars never twinkle. Is it clear? Yes. Stars emit their own light. Okay. Yes. If stars appears to twinkling, why do not the planets twinkle? Am I right? Yes. See, the planets are placed closer to the Earth. Compared to star distance, it is closer to the Earth, isn't it? Yes. Actually, the planet size is quite large, very big sized. Is it clear? Yes. So every part of the planets, brights sometimes, and every part of the planets becomes dull sometimes. So this brightness, dullness happens at the same time. What is point? On the planets, some parts becomes bright and some parts becomes dull. Some parts becomes bright and some parts become dull. So this brightness and dullness happens at the same time. At the same time, each and every part of our planets, due to which, and finally, the total resultant power, which means light, nullify each other, which means cancel out each other. That is the reason why planets do not twinkle. That is the reason. Okay, so what are the reasons? First one, planets are just closer to the Earth. That is the first one. Then the planet's size is quite bigger than the star, because star is a point source. Planets are not point source. Isn't it? Yes. So now as well as the few part of planets becomes dull and few part of planets becomes dull. So this brightness and dullness happens at the same time, due to which the total power, which means total brightness becomes nullified each other, cancel out each other, due to which stars not emit their light. That's all. That is the reason why planets do not emit their own light. Planets do not appear to twinkle. Isn't it? Yes, that's all. So till now we have seen up to this. Am I right? Yes. Next one example of the atmospheric refraction. The stars seem than they actually are. Okay, which means if we observe the star position at the night time, that star position appears to be raised. Okay, which means raised appears to be higher than its actual position. So that is second example of this atmospheric refraction. This is also one of the optical phenomena happens in nature due to atmospheric refraction. Is it clear? Yes. Okay, what is that? If we observe the star position at night, at clear night, it appears to be higher than its original position, which means actual position. That is second one example of this atmospheric refraction. Is it clear? Yes. Okay, let's get started. What is that? Okay. Yes. So I need some space, so I'm going to do that. The second one, the optical phenomena which has happened in nature due to atmospheric refraction, that is second one. The first one, the twinkling of stars, and this is second one. The stars see than they actually are. This is second example of this atmospheric refraction. Okay, what is that? The stars seem than they actually are. Okay, which means if we observe the star at clear night, that star position appears to be raised. What is point? Appears to be raised from its actual position. Appears to. What is point? Appears to. Isn't it? Is it clear? Yes. That is second one. That is the second one optical phenomena happens in nature due to atmospheric refraction. Is it clear? Yes. So let's get started. How it is possible. Okay? Yes. So consider, so I am going to draw the Earth atmosphere, and this is Earth atmosphere. What is it? This is Earth. Okay, this is Earth, then this is Earth atmosphere. First of all, what is atmosphere? You know what is atmosphere? Yes, the easy one. The different air layers surrounding the Earth's surface. That is atmosphere. So this is one air layer. Air layer. Okay. Yes. Next another one air layer. Look at here. This is another one air layer. Another one air layer. That is atmosphere. Am I right? So already we know what is atmosphere. The different air layers surrounding the Earth's surface. That is atmosphere. Already we know very clearly. Is it clear? Yes. So these different air layers having different densities. Am I right? Different densities. Is it clear? It's very simple. So some layers behave as an optically rarer medium, and some layers behave as an optically denser medium. Is it clear? Yes. Look at here. Here, this top layer behaves as an optically rarer medium. What medium? This is optically rarer medium. Why, sir? Because as the distance increases from the Earth's surface, the density of a particle will decreases. The particle density will decreases, due to which the upper layer acts as an optically rarer medium. Next, this bottom layer, what is this, sir? This bottom layer behaves as an optically denser medium because nearest to the Earth's surface, the particles density will high. Okay, will be more. That is the reason. So this is optically denser medium. Optically denser medium. Is it clear? Yes. Very simple. Don't be confused. So this is Earth atmosphere. The Earth atmosphere having different air layers. The different air layers having different densities. So this upper part of the Earth's atmosphere acts as optically rarer medium. Then the bottom that is acts as optically denser medium. Is it clear? Yes. So you are observing. Look at your atmosphere. You are observing the starlight at clear night. At clear night, the sky is very visible, very clear. Okay, can you see the starlight? Yes, of course we can see. Emits a own light. That is called starlight. That is called starlight. Is it clear? Yes. Consider only one star. That star is here. Consider a star. Consider a star. That star is that. Okay, that is star. That is a star. So we are observing. Look at here. We are observing the star right here on the Earth's surface. Actually here. So already we are living on the Earth's surface, not the Earth inside part, interior part. Is it clear? Actually, so we are living on Earth's surface, not inside. That is very important concept here. Okay. So we are observing the starlight on the Earth's surface. On the Earth's surface here. So the starlight which is coming from the star which is located millions and millions of kilometers away from the Earth's surface. That. Is it clear? Yes. So atmosphere which is present only few kilometers from the Earth's surface. Only few kilometers from the Earth's surface. But what is there between the atmosphere and the star? Nothing is there. Just vacuum is there. Is it? Am I right? Just vacuum is there between the atmosphere and the star. Okay, which means what is that? Space. Just space is here. Just space is here. Isn't it? Yes. So consider the light rays. The light rays are coming from the star which is located millions and millions of kilometers away from the Earth's surface. So consider just two rays like this. Consider just two rays like this. Just two rays. Otherwise, this ray will hit here. It will be convenient. No problem, sir. Consider two rays like this. Yes, very easy one. Consider two rays. What is it? This is starlight. That is starlight. Consider just two light rays which is coming from star located millions and millions of kilometers What is the speed of the light in vacuum? What is the speed of the light in vacuum? That is 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second. That is the speed of light in vacuum, or always we can say space. Okay? Yes. Look at here, so both are what is the instant ray. Instant ray is coming from star. Am I right? Star ray, star ray. So, in space, the speed of starlight is 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second. Am I right? So, when a light ray enters into the Earth's atmosphere, what will happen? What will happen? The light speed will decrease. Am I right? Light speed will decrease because nothing is there in space. Even air particle also not there in space. So, the space acts as a optically rare medium. What is that? Space acts as a optically rare medium, whereas the atmosphere acts as a optically denser medium. I mean, this is atmosphere. This atmosphere acts as a optically denser medium. Don't get confusion. Optically denser medium. See, look at here. In atmosphere, the few layers act as a optically rare medium, and few layers act as a optically denser medium. But when we compare the space and the atmosphere, the space acts as an optically rare medium and the atmosphere acts as an optically denser medium, because in space nothing is there, just vacuum is there. Vacuum means nothing but even air particles also is not there. That is vacuum. Am I right? Yes. So the speed of light in vacuum is 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second. So here the vacuum is act as a optically rare medium, but then this atmosphere acts as a optically denser medium. Is that clear? Yes. So when the starlight enters from optically rare medium to denser medium, which means here the atmosphere, what will happen? The speed will decrease. Am I right? Light speed will decrease. That is concept. So this is Earth atmosphere. So when the starlight enters from vacuum into atmosphere, the speed of the starlight decreases, due to which the light will bend like this. So this is normal. So what is this? This incident ray, this point of incident, this point of incident. Draw normal like this. Draw normal like this. Can you see clearly? Yes. Draw normal. So whenever light goes from optical rare medium to denser medium, what will happen? The speed will decrease, due to which the refracted ray will move towards the normal. So this is normal, will move towards the normal like this. Am I right? Yes, towards the normal like this. So again the second ray also move towards normal like this. Okay? Yes. So this is the scenario between the space and the atmosphere. Am I right? Next come to this atmosphere. The atmosphere also having different air layers, having different densities, air densities. Am I right? So in atmosphere, few part of the air layer behaves optically denser medium, and few part of the air layer behaves optically rare medium. Is it clear? Yes. So already we know the upper part of the air layer present in atmosphere behaves optically rare, and the bottom that is optically denser. So here the light first now it enters into only the upper part. So the bottom part, that is optically denser medium. So here the refracted ray again enters into second air layer. Am I right? Second air layer, that is optically denser medium. So this is point of incident. Draw normal like this. Is it clear? Yes. So here the light goes. Very important point. Look at here. I love this human body because it is disturbing us, because we cannot see clearly that atmosphere figure. That's why. Yes, that's up. So the refracted rays enters, going to enter into the optically denser medium, which means the bottom layer of the Earth's surface. Actually, the bottom layer is optically denser medium. So this is normal. Whenever light goes from optically rare medium, okay, this upper part, optically rare medium, denser medium, what will happen? It will move away from the normal like this. This is normal, away from the normal like this. Away from the normal like this. Is it clear? Yes. So So here refraction takes due to, which means refraction happens due to Earth atmosphere. Earth atmosphere. Is it clear? Yes, very simple. Okay, yes, I need some space. I will drop that. Listen here. Okay. First you listen here. This is Earth atmosphere. Starlight is there. Starlight is enters into the Earth atmosphere from the vacuum. Am I right? So the Earth atmosphere also having different air layers. The different air layers having different densities. So when the starlight enters into the atmosphere, refraction takes place. That is that refraction takes place. Is it clear? Very simple to consider. So this is refracted ray. Look at here. What is there? This is refracted. This one refracted ray and this one refracted ray. Is it clear? Yes. So if we extend this refracted ray back to what will happen? This is refracted ray, already we know. Okay, because what you do as atmosphere, refraction takes place, multiple refraction takes place. So if we extend this refracted ray at back side, what will happen? That is very good question. Am I right? Yes, I am going to extend that. You listen here. So this is refracted ray and this is one refracted ray and extend it back side like this. Extend the two refracted ray back side like this. Yes. Yes, can you see this? Yes, very simple. So if we extend these two refracted rays at back side, here the star appears to be higher somewhere over the space like this. So here star will be there. Star will be there. Look at here, very simple concept. If we extend this refracted ray back side, the two refracted ray appears to meet at a single point. Actually, there is a higher than the original star position here. Am I right? So look at here. If we see the star, if we observe the star position from the Earth's surface, it appears to be raised from its original position. Is it clear? Here, this much of variation, this much of star position variation happens due to atmospheric refraction. Am I right? So this is actual position. Actual position of the star, which means real position. What is that? Real position of the star, that is. Okay, consider I am going to give a name A and this is B. A and B. Am I right? Due to atmospheric refraction, the star position appears to be BC. What is that? BC. That's all. So this is, what is that? Apparent position. Apparent position of the star. Apparent position of the star. It's very simple. That's all. Okay, here the star position appears to be raised due to this refraction of atmosphere. Am I right? Yes, correct. That's all. Okay, very simple. Don't get confusion. Okay, I will repeat again. It's very important 3-mark question. Answer: this is Earth atmosphere. This is Earth atmosphere. A star is there. What is that? A star is there. Actually, that is original position of the star. That is original position of the star. That is. Am I right? Yes. So this is actual position of the star. A, B is the actual position of the star. A, B is the actual position of the star, which means the real position of the star. Is it clear? Yes. The starlight which is coming from the star located millions and millions of kilometers away from the Earth, like that. That is point source. Consider just two rays, just two starlight rays. Okay, this is one ray, this is second ray. So before entering into the atmosphere, the starlight travels in space. Okay, which means a vacuum medium. The speed of light in vacuum, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. Am I right? Yes. So here space acts as an optically rarer medium and the atmosphere acts as an optically denser medium, because in space nothing is there. Even air particles also is not there. But atmosphere having different air layers having different densities. So space acts as optically rarer medium and the atmosphere acts as optically denser medium. So when the light travels from space, which means vacuum into atmosphere, the light speed will decrease. Light speed will decrease. So this is normal. So due to which the refracted ray moves towards the normal like this. So this is one refracted ray, that is one refracted ray moves towards the normal. Am I right? Yes, that's all. Next come to atmosphere. The atmosphere also made up of different air layers. Different air layers having different densities. So the top part acts as optically rarer medium, bottom acts as optically denser medium. So when the light goes from optically dense, rarer medium to denser medium, what will happen? The refractor will move away from the normal like this. Away from the normal like this. Alright? So refraction completed. So the refraction happens due to atmosphere. Alright? Due to atmosphere. Is it clear? Yes. Look at this is one refractor and that is one refractor. If we extend, okay, that is imaginary line. We have to imagine there is no way. Okay, that is imaginary line. So if we extend these two refracted rays at back side, at back side, which means that side. Okay, somewhere over the Earth's surface. Somewhere over the Earth's surface, the two refracted rays appears to meet at a single point. So there will be starlight. There will be starlight. That is apparent position of the star. What is that? That is apparent position of the star. Actually, real position of the star is A, B. This one. This one. Due to atmospheric refraction, the star position is higher than its actual position, which means original position, or otherwise we can say real position. Am I right? That is the apparent position C. So if we observe on this point, if we observe the starlight from the Earth's surface here, from the Earth's surface, we can see the apparent position of the starlight. On this point, only apparent position of the starlight, not a real position, because refraction happens on the Earth's surface, on where? On atmosphere, due to which we can be able to see only the apparent position BC of the starlight, a star position of the star. Okay, so due to, let us come to the final conclusion. Due to atmospheric refraction, the original position of the star appears to higher position. What is that? Original position of the star AB appears to higher position. Okay, here due to atmospheric refraction happens like that. That is star. What is that? The star seems higher than its original position. That's all. This is original position AB, but due to refraction, atmospheric refraction, the star position appears to be BC, that is apparent position, because it happens due to atmospheric refraction. What is that? Atmospheric refraction, that's all. Is there any doubt? No doubt. So this is one of the application of the atmospheric refraction, that's all. Okay? Is there any doubt? Just simple concept. Try to understand the concept. Okay? Yes. Next you will see another one important phenomena, optical phenomena happen in nature due to atmospheric refraction, that is advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. Delayed sunset. Okay, so look at here. Third one, the example of the atmospheric refraction. Okay, third one, example of atmospheric refraction, that is advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. Delayed sunset. The title reveals the answer. What is that? The sun appears to be raised advanced, as well as the sun appears to be delayed sunset. That is concept. Okay, here this happens due to atmospheric refraction. That's all. Am I right? Yes. Look at here. Have you ever seen sunrise? Because most of us we don't see sunrise. Am I right? Because we wake up after sunrise. Okay, it may be 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, so whatsoever. Am I right? Yes. Because our lifestyle has been changing. Our lifestyle has been changing. So that most of us nowadays most of us we don't see sunrise. Am I right? Yes. But it's not a good habit. Try to wake up before the sunrise. Around 5:30 to 6:30, you try to wake up. Isn't it? Yes. Okay, because our lifestyle has been changing. That is not our problem. Okay. Yes. So next one, the example of atmospheric refraction, that is sunrise, advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. This phenomenon also happen due to atmospheric refraction. Due to atmospheric refraction. So let's get started. Am I right? Let's look at it. First condition. In first condition here, atmosphere is not here. On Earth's surface, atmosphere is not there. Is it clear? This is first condition. Actually, it's not possible. You just imagine. So here, no atmosphere. No atmosphere. On the Earth's surface, no atmosphere. Is it clear? Yes. Actually, practically, it's not possible. Atmosphere is everywhere. Atmosphere is surroundings everywhere. You just imagine. Okay. Yes. Consider this is Earth. Consider that is Earth. Okay. Here, how can we say the sun is rising and sun is setting? How can we say? Okay, how can we say the sun is rising and sun is setting? How can we say? Look at here. This is Earth's surface. That is Earth's surface. Draw a line. Okay, draw a line tangent to the Earth's surface like that. Draw a line tangent. You know already what is tangent. You studied in your 9th grade physics class. Tangent. Am I right? So that is tangent. Okay, consider Earth's surface. Draw a tangent line to the Earth's surface. Okay, so this is tangent line. Okay, what is that line, sir? That line is called horizon. That line is known as horizon. Actually, the proper pronunciation there is horizon, but most of us we pronounce that horizon. Okay, what is that? Horizon. Horizon also okay, but proper pronunciation that is horizon. Horizon and horizon both okay. Okay, I am going to use the pronunciation horizon. Okay, yes, but you might have heard the word horizon, no problem at all. Okay, so both are the same meaning here, same pronunciation also, but proper pronunciation horizon. Okay, yes. So consider this Earth's surface, then draw a tangent line to the Earth's surface, that is a horizon. That is horizon. Actually, so what is horizon, sir? What is horizon? Horizon means nothing but the line at which the surface of the, look at here, the surface of the Earth and the sky meet at a point. That point is called horizon. Actually, they never meet, they appears to meet. Okay, look at here, horizon means nothing but a line at which the surface of the Earth, here, the surface of the Earth and the sky is here. Because the atmosphere is here, sky is here. So the line at which the surface of the Earth and the sky appears to meet. This point appears to meet at a point, that is called horizon. That line is called horizon. Very simple, don't be confused. What is horizon? The line at which the surface of the Earth and the sky appears to be meet together, that is called horizon. Okay, a line on which the surface of the Earth and the sky appears to meet together, that is called horizon. Is it clear? That is called horizon. Okay, yes, very simple, don't be confused. So this surface, that is horizon. Okay, yes. So if the sun is below this horizon, that is called sunset. That is called sunset. Now this point very important. If the sun is below this horizon, then that is called sunset. Then if the sun is above the horizon, that is called sunrise. That's all. Okay, look at it, very simple. So this is horizon. If the sun is below, so this is line, this is the horizon line, this is below part. This upper part is the bottom part. If the sun is below the horizon, that is called sunset. If the sun is above the horizon, that is called sunrise. That's all. That is called sunrise. Okay? Yes. That's all. We don't need that. That. Okay, first condition, what is that? First condition, no atmosphere. Okay, in Earth's surface there is no atmosphere. Practically that is not possible. You just consider, you just imagine. Okay, what I am going to teach now. Okay, so no atmosphere is here. Now consider sun is here. Now consider sun is here. That is sun. That is sun here. On the Earth's surface there is no atmosphere. There is no atmosphere. So we are standing here. Okay, we are living on the Earth's surface. Alright. So consider this point. Okay, this point. We are standing here. We are standing here to see the sunrise. To see the sunrise. Is it clear? So we are standing here. So actually the sun is below the horizon. The sun is below the horizon. Alright. Let's look at here. The sunlight coming from the sun which is placed below the horizon. Below the horizon. You take just few rays. Just few rays which is coming from the sun. Just two rays. Consider just two rays. Just two rays or any other so many rays you take. For example, I have taken just two rays. Look at here. The sun is below the horizon. The sun is below the horizon. The sunlights are coming. Okay, so the sunlights are coming when the sun is below the horizon. Am I right? Yes. So these so many light rays are coming. So many light rays are coming. So this light rays, the light rays which is coming from the sun placed below the horizon cannot reach us. Look at here, cannot reach us. Actually, where we are? We are living on the here surface, not inside. Okay, that's why this concept is important. Actually, argument. So we are living on the Earth's surface. Alright. So consider now. Consider. So we are here. We are on the Earth's surface. Okay, we are on the Earth's surface here. So the light rays are coming. Actually, light rays are coming when the sun is below the horizon. These sunlights cannot reach us. Which means we cannot see the sunlight when the sun is below the horizon, because actually light rays are coming. The light rays are coming, but these are all light rays which is blocked by somewhere over the Earth's surface here. Can you see clearly? Yes, these light rays cannot reach us because we are here. Alright, we are here. The sunlight which is coming from the sun below the horizon cannot reach us. Alright, cannot reach us, which means we cannot see that because the sunlight blocked. Okay, the sunlight blocked by the Earth's surface. Sunlight blocked by the Earth's surface because the Earth's surface is made up of what is that? The tall buildings, mountains, then the craters, and so many things. That is not a flattened one. Am I right? That is not a flat part. That is curved path like that. Am I right? Sun surface is a curved path. Okay, sun surface is a curved path. That is not a flattened path. Okay, then the Earth's surface is a flat one that is made up of different mountains. Okay, which means tall mountains, small mountains, tallest buildings are there, craters are there, so many things are there. Okay, as well as that surface, Earth's surface is not a flat surface, it is curved surface. So whenever the light rays are coming from the sun, which is placed below the horizon, we cannot see the sunlight. Because this all sunlight blocked by somewhere over the Earth's surface, like this. Somewhere over the Earth's surface. Here, at this situation, we cannot see the sunlight. Am I right? Because this all sunlight is blocked by Earth's surface. Actually, we are here. We cannot see. Okay, these all rays cannot reach us. We cannot see the light rays when the sun is below the horizon. Why? Because the Earth's surface blocks. This point very important. The Earth's surface blocks the sunlight when the sun is below the horizon. On this point. Okay. Yes. So where at the no atmosphere, when the sun is below the horizon, we cannot see. We cannot see the sunlight because the all sunlight hits somewhere over the Earth's surface. But we cannot see that. The sunlight cannot reach us. Alright, cannot reach us when the sun is below the horizon because there is no atmosphere. Alright, yes. Look at here. Suppose if there is atmosphere over the Earth's surface, what will happen? what will happen? That is next one. I'll drop here. Listen. Okay, I'll drop this. Yes, I'll drop that because I'm going to correlate them both. Consider this is what is it? This is Earth surface. This is Earth. That is Earth. The Earth surface is made up of what is that? The surface is made up of different air layers. Am I right? Yes. Different air layers. Different air layers. Is it clear? Yes. So the in first condition there is no atmosphere. Okay, on the Earth surface there is no atmosphere. In second condition there is atmosphere. There is atmosphere. Okay. Yes. Look at here. Now draw the horizon. Now draw the horizon. Look at here. Okay, what is horizon here? So this is surface. This is surface of the Earth. Draw a tangent to the surface of the Earth. That is horizon. That point is called horizon. Horizon is what is that? Horizon is where the surface of the Earth and the sky meets at a point, that is called horizon. That is called horizon. So this Earth atmosphere, this Earth surface, not atmosphere. Earth surface and sky is here. It means surrounding atmosphere is here. So when 2 points meet point, that is called horizon. That is called horizon. Is it clear? It's very simple. Now consider the sun is here. Sun is below the horizon. Sun is below the horizon. Alright. So whenever sun is below the horizon, we will call it as what is that? Sunset. Alright, sunset. We will call it as that is sunset because still the sun is below the horizon, so that is considered as sunset. Alright. Yes. Look at here. Next condition here, atmosphere is here. Second one. Atmosphere is here. Atmosphere is here. Okay, atmosphere is here. In first condition, atmosphere is there. In second condition, atmosphere is there. Atmosphere is there. So we are here. So we are living on the Earth surface here. Actually, we are living among the atmosphere. Among the if you look at here, so surroundings, atmosphere is there. You cannot see the air particles, but surroundings. Our surroundings, atmosphere is there. Am I right? Yes. So we are here. So we are living here, and sun is here. Sun is below the horizon. That is considered as sunset. Is it clear? Yes. In this case, when the sun is below the horizon, we cannot see. Okay, we cannot see the sunrise. Sorry, we get sunlight. We cannot see the sunlight because sun is below the horizon. So sunlight which is blocked by the surface of the Earth. Because atmosphere is not here. But here come to second case, atmosphere is here, still the sun is below the horizon. Okay, but in this situation we can see the sunlights. In this situation we can see the sunlight. Okay, in this condition we can see the sunlight which is coming from the sun placed below the horizon. Do you think that is possible? Yes, of course that is possible. What is the difference between both? Here atmosphere is not there, here atmosphere is there. Due to atmosphere presence, something will happen. You look at here. Okay? Yes. Listen here. So sun is here. So many light rays are coming from the sun, which is placed below the horizon. Which is located below the horizon. Am I right? Yes. Consider just 2 rays. Okay, consider just 2 rays, very important things. Okay. Listen here. First ray. Yes. First ray which falls back here over the Earth's atmosphere, and second ray which falls here. Can you see this? Yes. I'll draw it. Yes. Can you see this? Very important one. This is first ray and this ray. Okay, look at here. So many light rays are coming from the sun, which is located below the horizon. Am I right? Very simple. So look at here. So this is Earth atmosphere and this is sun. So what is that between the atmosphere and sun? Yeah, just vacuum is there. Right? just vacuum energy. Space is there. What is the speed of light in space? That is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. That is speed of light in vacuum. What is that? Vacuum. Is it clear? It's very simple. So here light goes from space into atmosphere. I made space into atmosphere. This one very important. Space into atmosphere. So here space acts as optically rarer medium. Space acts as optically rarer medium. Then atmosphere acts as optically denser medium. Right? Yes. Denser medium. Is it clear? Yes. So before entering into the atmosphere, what is the speed of this sunlight? 3 into 10 meters per second. When the sunlight enters into the atmosphere, what will happen? This light of the speed will decrease. Our light of the speed will decrease because space acts as optically rarer medium, atmosphere acts as optically denser medium. Whenever light goes from optically rarer medium to denser medium, the speed will decrease as well as direction will change. Direction will change. Look at here. So this is Earth atmosphere. I will take another chalk piece, color chalk piece. You can see clearly. It's green color cake. Not a green color, it's a blue color. Okay, so this is Earth atmosphere. Can you see? This is Earth, what is this atmosphere? Atmosphere, the top part, top layer. Here the light rays falls here. Where light rays falls here, and first light ray falls here, and second light ray falls here. Which means hits on the atmosphere. First one here and second one here. This is point of incidence. That is point of incidence. So draw normal. Actually, the surface is like this. This is a curved path, not a flat path. It's a curved path. So normal will be like this. Normal will be like this. This is normal. And here also normal will be like this. See, this is not a plain surface. It is a curved path. So normal will be like that. Is it clear? Yes. So this is what is this? This is incident. This one is incident. So here light goes from optically rarer medium to denser medium, which means space into atmosphere. What will happen? Whenever light goes from optically rarer medium to denser medium, it will bend towards the normal like this. Right? So this is normal. It will bend towards the normal like this. Towards the normal like this. So this is a refracted ray. This is one refracted ray, and that is one refracted ray. Is it clear? It's very simple. Don't be confused. Okay. So this is one refracted ray, and that is one refracted ray. Okay, bye. Okay, students. Yes. Suppose if we extend to this point, if we extend these two refracted ray back side, what will happen? If we extend these two refracted back side, what will happen? Look at here. This is one refracted ray, and this is one refracted ray. I am going to extend these two refracted ray at back side. You look at here what happens. If we extend these two refracted ray back side, here the two refracted rays appears to meet somewhere over the horizon. Somewhere over the horizon. Alright. So there will be this sun's position here. There will be sun position. That's all. There will be sun position. Sun position. Is it clear? Look at here. Very simple. Actually, this is the original position of the sun. Real position. Real position of the sun. That is. Real position of the sun. That is. Is it clear? Yes. But this is apparent position of the sun. That is apparent position of the sun. Is it clear? This is original position of the real position of the sun. That is apparent position of the sun. Here, why this much of variation? Due to this atmospheric refraction. Due to this atmospheric refraction, the original position of the sun appears to be its apparent position. There. Actually, still the sun is below the horizon. But if we see from the Earth's surface here, this is human being. Actually, this is human being. If we see over the Earth's surface, from over the Earth's surface, this sun appears to be raised above the horizon. That's all. Is it clear? Above the horizon. That is actually apparent position. This apparent position happens due to atmospheric refraction. That is called advanced sunrise. Okay, so look at here, due to the atmospheric refraction, the sun appears to rise advanced. Look at here, but sun never advanced come. Okay, appears to come advanced situation, advanced position. Is it clear? Yes, sir. It happens due to atmospheric refraction. Yes. Okay. So once again, I will repeat it. Very simple concept because it's very important 3-mark question. The twinkling of light is very important 3-mark question. The next one, star question appears to higher than its original question. That is important 3-mark question. And this is also very important 3-mark question. Okay. Yes. So look at here. Consider Earth's surface. This is Earth's surface, and Earth's surface surrounded by atmosphere. This atmosphere. Then this is horizon. What is horizon? The line at which the surface of the Earth and the sky meets. That point is horizon. What is sunset and sunrise? If the sun is below the horizon, that is sunset. If the sun is above the horizon, that is sunrise. Already we know very well. Now consider the sun is below. Here the sun is below the horizon. Where? Below the horizon, not the above the horizon. Note this point, very important. Okay, so this is original position of the sun. This is original position of the sun. Consider I am going to give a name. So this is A and this is B. That is B. Original position of the sun, A, B. That is. Okay, which means the real position of the sun. You can say that. Between the atmosphere and sun, nothing is there. Space is there. Okay, so light rays are coming. So many light rays are coming. So I have taken for my convenience just 2 rays. Just 2 rays. Am I right? So before entering into the Earth atmosphere, the all light rays travels in space. Okay, the what is speed of light in space? That is 3 to 10 meters per second. Here space is acts as optically rarer medium. The Earth atmosphere acts as optically denser medium because particles are there, and particles are there. In space, nothing is there. Okay, yes. So just 2 rays which falls over the Earth's surface here. Earth's surface, somewhere over the Earth's surface here. Am I right? Yes. Consider this point and this point of incidence. Travel normal along this point of incidence. So here light goes from optically rarer medium to denser medium. So light bends. Okay, light rays bends away towards the normal. So this is normal. Light bends towards normal like this. Is it clear? Yes. So this is one refracted ray and that is one refracted ray. If we extend this 2 refracted ray backside, the 2 refracted ray appears at this point to meet somewhere over the horizon. Somewhere over the horizon here. So there will be sun's position. Actually, still the sun is below the horizon. Due to atmospheric refraction, the sun appears to be somewhere over the horizon here. Okay, that is called advanced sunrise. But still the sun is below the horizon. The sun doesn't overcome the horizon. Still the sun is below the horizon. Is it clear? Yes. So this much of variation happen due to atmospheric refraction. Is it clear? Yes. So look at here. So this is the real question, that is apparent question. What is the time deviation? Okay, what is the time deviation? Am I right? There should be some time deviation. The time deviation is 2 minutes. Approximately 2 minutes, not exactly 2 minutes. Approximately 2 minutes. The time deviation from the real position to apparent position, that is 2 minutes. 2 minutes, which means we can see the sun's position 2 minutes advance. 2 minutes advance because still the sun is below the horizon. Alright, below the horizon. But 2 minutes before we can see the sun position. That is apparent position that happens due to atmospheric refraction. How much time? Around 2 minutes. Okay, not exactly 2 minutes. Exactly we cannot say that. Around 2 minutes. Okay, that is 2 minutes. Okay, which means if the original position of the sun is arise 6 a.m. sharply at 6 a.m. Okay, look at here. If the original position of the sun arises over the horizon at 6 a.m., we can see the sun's position when 2 minutes before. Alright, 2 minutes before. That is 5:58 a.m. When we can see the apparent position of the sun at 5:58 a.m. That's all. Okay, so that is advanced sunrise. Actually, original position of the sun is this, but due to atmospheric refraction, the sun rises appears to be advanced. The sun rises appears to be advanced, but sun position never change. Okay, never come yearly, 2 minutes yearly. That is constant. That is nature. But due to atmospheric refraction, it appears to be coming advanced sunrise. That advanced sunrise time duration 2 minutes, which means if the original portion of the sun comes above the horizon is 6 a.m., before 2 minutes we can see the apparent position of the sun. Apparent position of the sun, that is 5:58. We can see the apparent position of the sun. So we can see, due to atmospheric refraction, we can see the sunrise before 2 minutes, which means advanced 2 minutes. Is it clear? Yes, that's all. Very simple. Khatam. Okay. Yes. So here it happens due to atmospheric refraction. Okay, boys. Yes. This is for sunrise. That is for sunrise. What about the sunset? What about the sunset? The same phenomena happen for sunset also. For sunset. Is it clear? Okay, let's get started. What is that? Okay. So what is the difference between both? What is the difference between both? In both cases, sun is below the horizon. Here also sun is below the horizon. That is also sun is below the horizon. But here there is no atmosphere. But there is atmosphere. However, there is no atmosphere here. But there is atmosphere here. So when light rays are coming from the sun, which is located below the horizon, which is blocked by the Earth's surface. Blocked by the Earth's surface. We are here, but we cannot see the sunrise when the sun is below the horizon. Because the sun surface, the Earth's surface is blocked. Okay, it blocks the sunrise. Right? Yes. But here in second case, atmosphere is there. Atmosphere is there, but the sunrise falls on the atmosphere. Okay, where atmosphere? But in this case, sunlight falls directly on the Earth's surface. But here falls atmosphere, because atmosphere is here. Due to atmosphere, the sun's position appears to somewhere over the horizon. That's all. Okay. This is for sunrise. What about the sunset? Okay, same phenomenon happens here. Look at here. Third one is that sunset. Even sunset also we can see the sunset after 2 minutes, which means delayed 2 minutes. We can see that the same phenomenon happens here. Okay, yes, listen here. Consider the Earth's surface. That is Earth. This is Earth's surface. Your surface made up of what is that? Your surface is made up of air like this, atmosphere like this. This is atmosphere. Okay. Yes. Next, draw horizon. This is horizon. That is horizon. So we are here. We are living here. Which means we are here. We are here. That is called sunrise. Now come to sunset. Now comes to sunset. What is sunset? When the sun is below the horizon, that is called sunset. We will call it as that is sunset. Right? So consider that is sunset. That is sunrise. This sunset. Don't make a mistake. Okay? The sunset. Which means the sun comes to below the horizon. That is called sunset. So this is the real position. This is the real position of the. This is the real position of the sun. Is it clear? This is the real position of the sun. Still the sun is below the horizon. Below the horizon. Is it clear? Yes. So light rays are coming from the sun, which is located below the horizon. Below the horizon here. Yes. You just consider just 2 ways. Just 2 ways falls on the where? Over the atmosphere, not directly over the Earth's surface, over the atmosphere, like this. Yes, like this. Is it clear? Yes. So this is one incident here, and one incident here. The 2 rays travels in what medium? Space. Where? Space. What is speed? The speed of light in space, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. That is speed of light in space or vacuum. So here. So the Earth's surface is made up of what? Earth's surface is made up of atmosphere, different air layers having different densities. Alright, there are 2 light rays which falls somewhere over the Earth's surface here. So this point and this point of incident, this point of incident. Light travels before entering the Earth's atmosphere. Light traveling in space. So this acts as an optically rarer medium. Space acts as an optically rarer medium, and the atmosphere acts as optically denser medium. Denser medium. Is it clear? That's very simple. So this is point of incident, that is point of incident. So whenever light goes from optically rarer medium to denser medium, the speed will decrease. Speed will decrease, due to which the refracted direction should change like this. So this is rarer medium, this is denser medium. Whenever light goes from rarer to denser, this normal, it will move towards the normal like this. Yes, towards normal like this. So this is one refracted ray and that is one refracted ray. This is one refracted, that is one refracted ray. Is it clear? Yes. Suppose if we extend these two refracted ray, what will happen? What will happen? Look at here. If we extend these two refracted ray back side, the two refracted ray appears to meet at a single point somewhere over the surface here. Here. Somewhere over the surface here. Somewhere over the surface here. Is it clear? Very simple. So this sunset is for only sunset. That is for sunrise. This is for sunset. This is original position of the sun. Actually, sun comes to below the horizon. Okay, sun comes to below the horizon. But even though sun goes to below the horizon, we can see the sun position. We can see sun position from here, from the position, which means the sun position appears to rise after sunset here. Even though the sun is below the horizon, we can see from the Earth's surface due to atmospheric refraction. That is called delayed sunset. Appears to delayed sunset. What's called appears to delayed sunset. Is it clear? Yes. So this is real position and this is apparent position. That is apparent position of the sun. Apparent position. Is it clear? Yes. Look at here. Actually, the sun is below the horizon. Actually, the sun has set. The sun has set. Which means the sun has come to below the horizon. But we can see the sun over the horizon. Still, we can see the sun position over the horizon. How it is possible, sir? That is possible by the atmospheric refraction. Is it clear? Let's look at here. So this is original real position of the sun and this is apparent position of the sun. So the sun is below the horizon. So many light rays are coming from the sun. Just consider two rays. This is first ray and this is second ray. These two rays falls on the Earth's surface. Okay, Earth atmosphere. The point of incidence, there is point of incidence. Draw normal along this point of incidence. So here light goes now optically. The air which means space into atmosphere. Atmosphere having air particles. Okay. Yes. So whenever light goes now optically rather denser, the refracted ray move towards normal direction. So this is one refracted ray and this is one refracted ray. Am I right? Yes. If we extend, this point, if we extend these two refracted ray back side, okay, back side means nothing but here, somewhere over the horizon. The two refracted rays meet at a point that is the apparent position of the sun, which means we can see the sun position somewhere over the horizon. From this point, somewhere over the horizon, we can see the sun's position. But which is original position? Original position is below the horizon, which means the sun has set. The sun has come below the horizon. But okay, even though the sun is below the horizon, we can see the sun's position from the Earth's surface here. Here it happens due to atmosphere. Due to atmospheric refraction, we can see the sun's position. Even though the sun is below the horizon, we can see somewhere over the Earth, somewhere over the horizon. It happens due to atmospheric refraction. So if you extend this two refracted ray, that is apparent position of the sun. So here the sunset is delayed. Alright, sunset is delayed. Actually, the sun is set 2 minutes before, but after 2 minutes we can see the apparent position of the sun. That happens due to refraction. So why this much of delay, sir? Why this much of delay? Because of atmospheric refraction. How long it has happened? Just 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes it happens. Okay, so advanced sunrise happens within 2 minutes, as well as delayed sunset happens within 2 minutes. So 2 minutes plus 2 minutes equal to 4 minutes. Am I right? Equal to 4 minutes. So on Earth's surface, the daytime is lengthened. Okay, which means increases around 4 minutes. How much? Around 4 minutes. Am I right? Yes, because we can see the sunrise before 2 minutes, before actual sunrise. Here we can see the sun position after sunset, after sunset, which means after below the horizon. 2 minutes delayed. Alright. So this is 2 minutes for sunrise. Okay, which means advanced sunrise for 2 minutes, and delayed sunset for 2 minutes. So 2 minutes and 2 minutes is equal to 4 minutes. So the atmosphere refraction increases the daytime. Okay, 4 minutes daytime, 4 minutes daytime. Okay, so the atmospheric refraction increases the 4 minutes daytime. Okay, actually they lengthen the 4 minutes daytime. So this is 2 minutes for advanced, 2 minutes for advanced sunrise and 2 minutes for delayed sunset. Delayed sunset. So actually 4 minutes lengthened by atmospheric refraction, which means the daytime increases 4 minutes, approximately 4 minutes increases and lengthened by this atmospheric refraction. Because here 2 minutes we can see the sunrise 2 minutes earlier. Here we can see the sun 2 minutes after sunset. After sunset 2 minutes we can see the sun's position. That is called advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. Here the advanced sunrise and delayed sunset happens due to atmospheric refraction. Atmospheric refraction. That's all. Very easy one. Don't get confusion. Okay? Yes. So in this session it will be very useful for you. I hope understand that. Try to understand the concept. Don't memorize anything. These are all very easy. Okay? These are all very easy. See, nothing to memorize here. I made all things are very easy. Is it clear? It's very simple. Don't get confusion. Thank you, students. Remaining classes we will see next class. Okay? Yes. Thank you.